This is one of the smartest pieces of business in recent football history. Rúben Amorim wanted a left-sided player who could operate as a wingback in his 3-4-3 system, and Patrick Dorgu fit the profile perfectly. His debut came on February 9th against Ipswich Town in the FA Cup, where he played 26 minutes before beginning his gradual integration into the first team. Quick question: did you know who Patrick Dorgu was before this season? Comment yes or no right now. Now to the Manchester City breakthrough. January 17, 2026. Brought Manchester United versus Manchester City at Old Trafford, and this is where things get interesting. Patrick Dorgu, with just a handful of Premier League appearances to his name, starts at left wing back in the Manchester Derby. The match unfolds as a tense, physical, classic derby encounter. Then comes the 28th minute. Dorgu receives a pass from Bruno Fernandes on the edge of the box. As a right-footed player operating on the left side, he cuts inside and the Stratford end erupts. His first Premier League goal, his first goal for Manchester United, scored in a Manchester derby at Old Trafford at just 20 years old. With only 56 career matches played before joining United, it instantly becomes one of the most important goals of the season. And that wasn't all. Manchester United go on to win the match 2-0. Dorgu earns Man of the Match from Sky Sports with a rating of 8.5 out of 10. And the statistics tell the story of a complete performance. He wins 7 of 11 duels for a 64% success rate, makes 4 tackles and 3 interceptions, completes 82% of his passes, attempts 5 crosses with 2 successful, creates 2 key passes, covers 11.2 kilometers, and is dribbled past only once during the entire match. Quick reminder, if you're enjoying this breakdown, smash that like button and hit the bell so you don't miss the next deep dive. And here's the thing, the goal wasn't even his most important contribution. In the 64th minute, he shuts down Jeremy Doku, who had been dominating the left side. Post-match reactions told the story perfectly. The manager said Patrick showed what he can do, that he has quality, that he's brave, and that he wants to learn. Bruno Fernandes called it a great goal and said Dorgu is settling in well. Rio Ferdinand on TNT Sports explained that this is exactly why United signed him, describing him as raw talent with massive potential. Even Roy Keane, one for excessive praise, admitted it was a decent debut goal, though he added the familiar caveat, "Let's see him do it week in, week out." Roy got his answer 8 days later. The Arsenal statement, January 25th, brings Arsenal versus Manchester United at the Emirates Stadium, and this is when things get really interesting. Arsenal sit top of the Premier League table with 50 points from 23 matches, having won 15, drawn 5, and lost just 3. Manchester United are 4th with 38 points, making this a massive match for both clubs' title ambitions. Here's what nobody's talking about. The match starts badly for United when Lisandro Martinez puts the ball into his own net in the 29th minute, giving Arsenal a 1-0 lead. But 8 minutes later, Brian Mumo equalizes for United, and the teams go into halftime level at 1-1. Then comes the 50th minute. Patrick Dorgu scores again. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 3. Mikel Merino pulls one back for Arsenal in the 84th minute to make it 2-2. But Matthias Cunha scores in the 87th minute to seal a dramatic 3-2 victory for Manchester United, and Dorgu's goal in the 50th minute didn't just give Manchester United the lead, it laid the foundation for one of their most impressive away wins of the season. Context matters here, because statistically, Arsenal dominated almost every aspect of this match. Arsenal controlled 57% of possession, attempted 15 shots compared to United's 10, put 4 shots on target to United's 3, Completed 398 passes at an 87% accuracy rate compared to United's 355 passes at 79%, and won 9 corners to United's 2. By every measurable metric, Arsenal controlled the game and still lost. And that's the problem elite teams now face when Patrick Dorgu is on the pitch. 2 goals in 8 days. 1 against Manchester City at home. 1 against Arsenal away. Both victories, both against direct title rivals. And suddenly, the 20-year-old from Lecce signed for €25.66 million has delivered in the 2 biggest matches of Manchester United's season so far. Now zoom out and look at the bigger picture. As of today, Patrick Dorgu has played 12 matches for Manchester United, starting 8 and coming off the bench in 4. He has 2 goals, 0 assists, 2 yellow cards, and roughly 650 minutes played, with an average rating of 6.8 out of 10 across all competitions. On paper, those numbers don't scream superstar. The average rating looks solid, but not spectacular. 0 assists suggest his final ball still needs work. But football isn't played on a spreadsheet. And those 2 goals came in the matches that matter more than any others this season. The contrast is clear when you compare his performances. Against Manchester City and Arsenal, his impact looks night and day compared to some earlier outings. Against Tottenham last April, he received a 5.5 out of 10. Against Leicester in February, a 6.0. And those were matches United won or drew, but Dorgu didn't particularly stand out. The difference now is simple. When the lights are brightest and the opposition is strongest, he's delivering. Comparisons with other young fullbacks in the Premier League help put his situation into perspective. Levi Colwill at Chelsea is 21 and has made 25 appearances this season, playing as a left center-back or left-back, offering more defensive solidity but less attacking output. Destiny Udogie at Tottenham is also 21, with 18 appearances this season as a left-back, and while his attacking style mirrors Dorgu's, he has significantly more Premier League experience. Rico Lewis at Manchester City is 20 with 28 appearances, playing right back or in midfield, and is tactically more mature after developing under Pep Guardiola. Dorgu, by comparison, has played just 12 matches fewer than any comparable young defender at a top 6 club. That lack of Premier League experience should be a weakness. Instead, it makes what he's doing even more remarkable. So here's where I need your opinion. Is Patrick Dorgu the real deal, or is he just riding a hot streak? Drop your answer in the comments right now. I'll reply to the best takes. Remember how this video started? Patrick Dorgu scored against Manchester City and Arsenal within 8 days. Having played only 56 career matches before joining Manchester United. Now you understand why the Premier League's elite clubs have a problem they haven't figured out how to solve yet. Manchester City and Arsenal are 2 of the best teams in the world, with 2 of the strongest defensive records in the Premier League, and a kid with just 56 career matches before arriving at Old Trafford scored against both of them in consecutive weeks. That's the truth about Scoot Patrick Dorgu's breakthrough. If you enjoyed this, check out my Jude Bellingham crisis video on your screen right now.